It's story time today. Story, story, story. So sometimes in 2019, I met a couple who bought some plots of land in Ibadan, the capital of your state. And little did this couple knew that there was a dispute over the land. And when legal battle began, they realized during giving of evidence in court that their title document was defective. They lost that case and they lose their interest in that land. And as I speak, as I film this video, I am not so sure if they were able to get a refund of their money. So you see, this is what happened when you fail to do your due diligence before buying a property or buying a house in Nigeria. So today I'll be sharing legal tips on how to know and buy a genuine property in Nigeria. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and I'm a practicing lawyer in Nigeria. On this channel, I create legal content to keep you abreast with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because ignorance of law is not an excuse. So it is important for you to know the legal principle, how it affects your day-to-day activities at your place of work, during your meeting, signing of contracts, or anything you find yourself doing in Nigeria. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us in this family of law and society. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in another episode of Law and Society with my beautiful self. And if you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Do I have to scream that loud? Please do well to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell to get notification when I post my video. And do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. You know how we do it. And also comment, let me know any question anything you want me to address on this video or any of my video. So today I'll be sharing legal tips on how to know a genuine property if you want to buy a property, a land or a house in Nigeria, because it is possible to buy a land with defective documents or a fake document or from a wrong vendor. So this is why it is very, very important for you to carry out your own due diligence. And due diligence is just a sort of investigation, doing your own research about a particular property before buying it, because once you pay, you might not be able to get the refund of your money, or anything can actually happen, because people buying property with defective documents or from a wrong vendor actually cause a lot of people to lose their money and put them in some sort of misery. Someone who wants to buy some land or house in Nigeria, follow the 6 steps I'll be sharing with you in order to find out if the land or the house is genuine before paying for it. So number 1 is physical inspection. So it is very germane to conduct a physical inspection on the land or the house. And I would advise you do this unannounced to the vendor. I know it will be difficult for you to conduct a physical inspection on a house where without informing the seller. I know it will be difficult, but you can actually go there without informing him. You might meet him there and you will tell him you actually want to check within the neighborhood, you want to check the building and all that. So if you go unannounced, you may be able to find out if he's not even the rightful owner. So within the neighborhood, you can actually interact with some people. I'm interested in this house, I'm interested in this land, do you know the owner? You never can say, you may be able to find out some truth if the man is the owner or if the seller is actually the rightful owner of that property. And while doing that physical inspection, you may be able to find out some things, like in some property you might find them inscription like caveat emptor. This is a legal term that actually means let the buyer beware. That is, you as a buyer, you need to be very careful of what you are buying. So when you see that kind of a inscription, maybe in a signpost in the building or on the wall of the house, you need to be very careful of what you are buying. That should be a signal, a red flag to you that there is more to this property. And in another instance, you might see something like lease pendens. It is actually a legal term that means there is a pending litigation on the property. So If you announce to the seller that you'll be coming to come and check to do some sort of inspection, they might remove those inscriptions, they might just clean it off or remove the signpost. You might not get that information. So this is why I say you can actually do that inspection without informing the seller you'll be coming over there to check the building. And in some instances, you can actually see some signposts that they will put in the building, like this land or this house belongs to so and so person. So when you see that kind of information, if the name contradicts the name of your seller, so that should be a red flag to you, like, okay, this is a wrong thing for me to do. So that is that on physical inspection. Number 2 step I'll be sharing with you is CAC search. This is very necessary for you to do when you are buying a property from an artificial body. An artificial body accompanying business, those artificial body, when they are being registered in Nigeria under the CAC, they become artificial body. We human beings are the natural body. I don't need to explain that. So we call them artificial body because there is no natural birth. But by registering them under the CAC, like a business name, a company, the artificial body. So many a time people buy property in the name of their company. So when you are buying from them, when you see the name of a company in your land agreement or a deed of assignment, you need to confirm if that business or that company has been registered. Because if such business name or the company is not registered, you buying with that title document will be defective. It's just like you are putting nothing or something on nothing, like, because the name is not registered, so it's not in existence. So you cannot buy that property. It will be very, very wrong for you to buy that property, because later in the future you might have issue with such property. And number 3 is conduct a search at the land registry. Many lands that fall within the rural area, they are always registered. The survey plan, everything, they're always registered. So you can actually proceed to the land registry of the states where the land is. If the land is in Oyo State, you go to the land registry in Oyo State. If it's a Lagos State, you go to the land registry in Lagos State. Go there and conduct a search. By doing that, you may be able to find out the true owner, the rightful owner of the land. So if Mr. Adegoke is a seller that, okay, I have a plot of land I want to sell, and you go and by getting there, you find out that the land belongs to Mr. Williams. So you'll be able to save yourself the stress and the misery and the loss of money by buying from Mr. Adegoke, because the land registry, the land is being registered with another person's name. So conducting this land research at the land registry can actually save you the headache of losing your money. And number 4, conduct a search in courts, probate section. Doing this, you may be able to find out if there is a litigation on that land. If there's a dispute, if 2 people are fighting over the land and they're already in court, by conducting a search in court to actually expose that, will give you that kind of a red flag, like this land is under litigation, and we want to buy a land that people are still fighting over it in court. So it can actually save you that headache of buying such property. And many a time when there is a dispute over a land and is in court will actually give a pronouncement that nobody can actually sell, whether the claimant or the defendant, nobody will have the right to actually go and sell that land. So which means when there is a dispute on the land and you went ahead to buy it, you are buying nothing. So it is very, very necessary for you to also conduct a search in court at the probate section if there is any issue on the land. So you'll be able to get that, and you save yourself the stress of losing your money or losing your interest in the land. Last point is do your research on the title documents. You can actually collect maybe the land agreement, the deed of assignment, or the C of O if such land have a C of O. So your research is just by reading through, but you might not be able to get to understand all the information, the legal terms. So it is you may give those documents to your lawyer to actually peruse it, to check, read, and find out if the document is defective. Because many a time, like for instance, a land agreement is meant to be signed in the name of a lawyer, not in the name of a law firm. So if that document is being signed in the name of a law firm, you as a buyer you don't know that principle of law. So it is necessary for your lawyer to read through, would know if the title document is competent or if it's defective, just like the story I said earlier in the beginning of this video about a couple who bought land in Oyo State. So probably if that title document was even, I'm so sure the title document was not even drafted by a lawyer, because how will a title document that was being drafted by a lawyer carry some sort of defects? A good lawyer will always make sure what he or she is drafting or is giving out is actually in proper shape. So it is necessary for you to do this 5 steps I just explained. 1, physical search. 2, CAC search. 3, search at the land registry. 4, search in the courts of law. And 5, perusing of title documents. I hope this information educates you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mary once again. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. By so doing, you're encouraging me to do more. And if you have any question, anything you want me to address in another video, please do well to say that in the comment section. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.